great. We're going to do one more proof by contradiction. What does it mean to contradict something? Good, to go against. So, for example, when I was standing out in the hallway and Gudon was walking in late, and I said, hey, you're late, but I was out in the hallway not doing anything, kind of contradicts itself, right? It's kind of going against what I said. Okay? What does it mean to be direct? To have a direct reasoning? What? Yeah, straightforward. That's why we call it directions. Your directions should be able to be understood. What does it mean to be indirect? Not kind of going around. Yeah, good. Okay. All right, so today we're going to do another one in our notes. So I would write this in your notes because it's going to help you on your practice and on your test, which is after break. Okay, a triangle can have at most one obtuse angle. Hi, thanks. A triangle can have at most one obtuse angle. Now this would make sense to us. This is actually a really good one that we would use for indirect, because if you imagine a triangle with an obtuse angle. Obtuse means what again? Bigger than 90, so it's like open, right? Okay? Can you imagine a triangle that has two of those? Yeah, it'd be like, it'd go up like this. And then it doesn't close. Right? Remember, to be a triangle, it has to close. Okay? So, or as soon as I draw that, connect that, it's going to have to be a cube. So, we're going to show that by our proof of contradiction, or an indirect proof. So, our first step is to assume the opposite. Okay? So, what would be the opposite of a triangle can have one obtuse angle? If a triangle can have at most one obtuse, what's the opposite of having at most one? At most one means you could have one or you could have none. But you could not have more than that. So what would be the opposite? Yeah, have more. Yep. If you'd rather, you could think of it as a triangle can have only one obtuse angle. So that's step number one, is to assume that opposite. Remember, opposite means like we're filling out that like black and white. Like either you are wearing a jacket or you are not wearing a jacket. We played that game yesterday, right? Okay, either the number is even or the number is odd. Okay. So we're going to assume a triangle has more than one obtuse angle. What do we know about obtuse angles again? They're more than 90. So let's name those angles. So we just need two different angles. What do you guys want to name one of the angles in the triangle? Oh, no, not the name. Or a number. Okay, measure of angle C. We're not going to get fancy. We're just going to keep it as C. Oh, not equals. If it's obtuse, we know that it is bigger than 90 degrees. And the measure of angle, what do you want the other angle to be called? B. We said that there is more than one that's bigger than 90. So measure of angle B is greater than 90. So if I have two numbers that are bigger than 90, and I add them together, and I know that those two numbers are bigger than 90, when I add them together, what is that going to be bigger than? Bigger than 180. It is bigger than 90, but for sure it's bigger than 180. Okay, but how many angles are on a triangle? 3. So now, if I do a measure of angle C plus the measure of angle B, we already know that that is bigger than 180. We have to have one more angle. We're going to go with A. Do you guys want D, J, H? If you want to make it an A, you can. It's your notes. So if I know C and B is greater than 180, and I take C and B and I add something more to it, is that going to still be greater than 180? Yeah. So we know in this case, with this triangle that has more than one obtuse angle, when we add all the angles are bigger than 180. And that's a problem. Why is that a problem that when we add the angles together, it's greater than 180? Yeah. However, the angles must equal 180. So that's a problem. We're going to state the problem. That's number 3. That we say, yep, there's a contradiction there. The angles must equal 180. So no matter what, in this world that we're living in currently, where a triangle has more than one obtuse angle, every single time we're going to get a problem. It's never going to work. So if that never works to have more than one obtuse angle, what has to be the case if that never works? It can only have one. We're going to go back to our original statement that a triangle can have at most one obtuse angle. And we can use thus, therefore, in conclusion, some fancy word. Don't actually write some fancy word. You'd have to think of a word that's fancy and then write that word. Triangle can have at most one obtuse angle. Alright, anyone gonna go see Spider-Man tomorrow? No. No Way Home? In the multiverse? No? Okay, maybe there's somewhere a multiverse, another dimension out there, where you can do this. In our current dimension, you can't. It doesn't work. That was supposed to be really cool if you guys knew about Spider-Man, but you don't, that's okay. Okay, it's gonna be the greatest. Yeah! No Way Home! Comes out tonight. Tomorrow night. Today's Wednesday. What? Watch it on your phone? Yeah. It's not going to be on your phone. Yeah. Oh, okay. Sorry, I do things legally. Yeah, movie theaters are fun. There's like pop